We had two really solid seasons at the first division level. I think we won 2 league championships in a row. I decided we should move it to the next level. And then when that happened, I realized that we needed a coach. Jim Keller had been involved with the Brewers for several years. He seemed like a very good candidate to be the first coach in the modern era of the Brewers majors.
When I came on board, I found that, you know what, I really didn't have to do a whole heck of a lot with teaching them about the game. They knew the game. We just had to figure out ways of getting them to be together as a team, especially a brand new team. I think that first year, Andrew, we won 1 game?
2, I think.
2.
Total. That was it.
We were really happy that we had 2 victories because we didn't have high expectations that first year. But it was really all about trying to get the core group moving together as a unit, and it really started clicking. We saw some hope for the next year, and everybody believed in what we were doing.
We recruited fairly well, and we brought in new players, and then each year, that next year we became stronger.
If we were to build a club in a manner to be competitive, it had to be more than about just competing every Sunday. We had attendance issues, we had 2 games in 1 day issues, all sorts of challenges.
The turning point was when we got a lot more serious as a club.
And that 3rd year was the first year where we were actually competitive in just about every game. We might not have been winning all of them, but we were definitely competitive. And that was the first time looking at our schedule going, we might actually have a shot at the playoffs. We're here now and we're one of the competitors annually in this league.
The early days, the middle period, and even now today, most of the players are saying that this club, it's not just about being on the field and winning, it's about being as a family off the field. And the Brewers logo is Friends in Trust, and I think it's a club that really exudes friendship throughout it.
We don't lose a lot of players. We get players in the club, and players like to play for us, and they continue to play throughout their career.
Potentially the closest thing you're going to find to a college team. Seeing people more than just, hey, Wednesday at practice, Sunday at a game, or something of that nature.
A good time out on the field, and then having some beers as a team.
We got into majors. Our home field was Brown Deer High School. At the time, we were grateful to have Brown Deer Field. And then, just through some soccer connections, we found out about an opportunity to play at Alverno College, which is a pristine, perfect grass field. We stepped up again with fields when we had the opportunity to partner with the FC and their youth program and be involved with them and be able to use their facilities as part of our partnership.
Now we're training on professional fields, actual coaching, actual training drills.
We don't have to worry about rain. We don't have to be worried about wrecking the grass. Even a little bit of snow. And we could also play at night, which we really hadn't been doing because we didn't have lights. We're blessed to have FC Wisconsin as our home field. In the 40s, Old Milwaukee Beer stepped up to sponsor and be the very first sponsor of the original Brewers. For many years, from what I understand, Old Milwaukee Beer was the sponsor.
When I initially joined the Brewers, the first sponsor that we had, Treats on Humboldt Avenue, which apparently is no longer in existence. And it was about the last bar you would ever expect to have a soccer team. But they were actually very supportive. So after that, we moved over to BBC, which was probably a better place for us at that point. That was more of a sports bar. And then partnership with Old German Beer Hall. They were our home, and that was a good place for us for several years. We have several great sponsors, all from player connections. So obviously we have Red Lion and 3 Lions. We have Olson, Model and Talent, Warshawski, Raw, and the Dr. Ken.com.
3 Lions and the Red Lions become a congregating spot for our whole club. And I think it's been a great relationship, and they've really financially supported our team in a really positive way.
The owners who are former Brewers or current Brewers and players, and this is where the guys like to go. So it's great.
3 Lions and Red Lion Pub. We're just across the pond. It's just across the street.